stream's going to start. I hope the microphone's working. Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome to the training and welcome to my replay viewers. I'm broadcasting live on Periscope, on Instagram, and on YouTube Live. That's still connecting. Instagram is on, and we can broadcast on Instagram for at least an hour. Periscope is unlimited, and YouTube, if they ever connect, they don't have a limit on that either. So welcome to the show. It's been a long time. I haven't been on for about 6 months. So I'm glad to see you guys all back on here, and I'm happy to share some training with you tonight. You might have seen emails from me, posts on Twitter, on Facebook, that tonight I'll be talking to you about private lending. And I'm going to give us a show on the top 10 reasons that you want to have private lenders. And so that's going to be fun. Right now, I'm just showing you my website, Wise Wealth University, just so you can see, where to get some resources. You can go ahead and click on there. I've got 2 free courses on there. They're a private lending ebook as well as a video course on direct mail. So you're more than welcome to go ahead and click on that. And I'll give some links later in the broadcast, but that is wisewealthuniversity.com. That's my website. And I'll show you some other places where we can connect as well. You can follow me on Facebook, again, it's Wise Wealth University, and you can go ahead and I would love it if you go there and like the page and things like that. So that would be fun. Let me go back to where I was getting started here. So tonight I'm going to talk to you about the top 10 reasons you need private lenders, and I'd love to have you follow along and do that with me. So first of all, just do a little bit of housekeeping for those of you I haven't seen in a while, because I'm broadcasting on Instagram as well as Periscope. I can't see all the comments, so I apologize for that if I don't answer your comments, but I will take questions at the end when I'm done doing the presentation. So that would be great if you want to go ahead and save your questions till the end, unless you just want to pop in and say hi or answer any questions that I might be giving to you. So can everyone hear me okay? That'd be the first thing I'd like to see is, if you can hear my audio, because I'm using a microphone here. So I'm going to switch over so we're live so you can see me. I've got the microphone here. I just want to make sure that I've got the volume right, if everyone can hear me okay. So just some basic testing. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. That would be great. How about on Instagram? Can you hear me on Instagram? You might see the phone over here on the side. I've got the Instagram set up. Okay, let's turn up the volume. That would be great. I'll get that up a little bit louder. How's that for volume? Volume good? I haven't set up all this equipment in a while, so I just want to make sure everyone can hear me. I don't want my voice to be too low. So as people are coming in, and I've got replay viewers that are going to watch later, let's just do a quick poll. I was gone a lot in the summer, and I did a lot of camping. So one thing I'm going to talk about today is it's really good to know a lot about your audience when you try to find private lenders. So I'm going to ask you guys, just as an audience, if you like camping, put camping in the chat. And if you like hotels, go ahead and put the hotels in the chat. I happen to like camping. I certainly enjoy hotels at a conference, but I love to be out in nature camping. In fact, next weekend, we're going to be going on a Colorado River trip. And this summer, I was in the Grand Canyon as well as Kings Canyon. So I got a lot of great and fun camping trips in this past summer. So now I've got a lot of this, and I cleaned up a lot of real estate, different issues that I had to deal with in terms of tenants and properties that I was working on. So I have more time to teach you guys tonight, and so that's why I'm on, and I have a lot of more props that I can show you, so that it's just easier for me to teach you guys with the slideshow going and being live on several channels. So just getting those technical things set up did take a little while, and keeping my phone, you can see I've got my phone on the charger just because I need that going while I'm broadcasting. So let me go ahead and click over, and I'll check. We'll get started on the slides, and I'll go ahead and check each of the things on Instagram. And woohoo, yes, live on Instagram. Thank you guys for watching. And let's see if there's any comments. Let's see. Let's type in some comments on Periscope. So I'm going to put in my answer to the poll, which is I like camping, and the poll is, do you like camping or hotels? So know something about your audience before you talk to them about private lending. That's something we're gonna do tonight. So all right, very, very good. And also, I would love it if you tap on the hearts during the broadcast. If you're on Periscope, that's how you show your appreciation for the content. All right, guys, we're about to get started. So tonight, let me do a quick reset. My name is Janice Bell. I'm a real estate investor, mentor, and coach, and my company, Wise Wealth University, takes the mystery out of investing and teaches you how to move forward with step-by-step training. And I'm going to give you some resources tonight, some free resources, that I have for free training step-by-step on my website. And two of them you saw earlier, the free how to do direct mail and the free ebook. And then I have another free challenge that we're going to do at the end of this broadcast. And I'm going to show you how to start with that. All right, let's go back over to the slides. So tonight's topic is the top 10 reasons you need private lenders. And you need them for remodels, long-term rentals, as well as multi-units. So let's go ahead and click over to the slides. So the first reason, put a 1 in the chat. We're going to go to number 1. So put a 1 in the chat, and we're going to do number 1, which is fast closings. You can go after deals that need to close quickly, and that's an advantage of fast closings. And you can do that by having your own private lenders. Now, a lot of people that I met in real estate in the early days, they always told me, well, I have a private lender. They had one person with a lot of money who funded all their deals. And if something happened in that person's life and things changed, then they weren't able to continue investing because they had never set up other private lenders so that they had multiple people to go to. They only had one person, and that made it very difficult for them to continue investing. So what I teach is to talk to a lot of people and have several private lenders going at once and ready to go, so that when you have a deal, you're just ready to jump right in. So let me go back to the slides. All right, so put a 2 in the chat. We'll go to the number 2. What's your number 2 reason that you need private lenders? Let's see some 2s there in the chat and Periscope. How about Instagram? Let's see some 2s. Some 2s. We need number 2. It's an important one. Fast closings, number 1. Let's go to number 2. All right. You set the interest rate and the length of the loan. Now that is freaking amazing because you don't do that with a bank loan. With a bank loan, you take the interest rate they want to give you and the length of the time that they want to give it to you. And I know when I was buying a lot of properties, it would seem like I would qualify for a fixed rate. And then all of a sudden, a couple days before we close, they'd be saying, no, you have to take a 228, which is 2 years fixed and 28 adjustable. And because we were so close to closing, I couldn't back out. So I just had to take the loan. With a private lender, you get to set the interest rate, and you're giving that person an advantage by setting an interest rate that's really good for them, and it's way better than they're making on their other investments. So setting the interest rate saves you money, and it also is a really good benefit for your private lender. Okay, number 3, put a 3 in the chat. Number 3, here we go. Number 3, there's no pulling of your credit or arbitrary limits on the number of loans that you can have. Your advantage to this is you can go after more deals. So you're borrowing money from a private lender that you know, they're not asking to run your credit. They don't even know how to do that. Then there's no limit on the number of loans that you can get. Most banks now, they've increased it, compared to what they used to, but it's really limited to 10 loans in your name, and that includes your private residence. So this way, there's no pulling of credit, no arbitrary limits, and you get to go after more deals. So that's the advantage of number 3. All right, we're going to go to number 4. I put a 4 in the chat. Number 4. Let's go with number 4. Number 4 in Periscope. It really helps in Periscope if you are watching the replay, because if you want to slide around and skip something that you've already heard, you can go back and you can see the comments flash through. So we're going to go with number 4. All right. Number 4, there's unlimited funds up until the limit that the SEC places on your in your state. So each state has a particular limit on the number of loans that you can get. So basically it's unlimited, and if you file with the SEC, you can go higher. So based on how many lenders you have, the unlimited funds is based on how much work you do to find the private lenders that you can work with. Let's see. So no change in my credit rating. Yes, you don't have to worry about your credit when you go with private lenders. Good question on Periscope. Okay, number 5. Let's go with number 5. Number 5. You can help your family and friends make higher returns on their savings. So they're really happy about that because you can offer friends and family a rate that's really helpful for them for their savings accounts, their IRA accounts, and I teach you how to do that in my training, how to use different IRA accounts. You can even use a health savings account in this type of lending. So IRA savings, and one of the other things that I teach people to do is how to even tap into home equity lines of credit and use that in your private lending situations. So number 6. Let's go with number 6. Put 6 in the chat. Pooling money is not okay on private lending. Each person is going to have their own note and deed of trust or mortgage on the property. Deed of trust or mortgage depends on what part of the country you live in. Each state has its own rules. So your money is not together. Each person has their own separate note on that. Pooling money is you've got to set up a whole separate fund and be registered to do that. All right, so I'm ready for number 6. Number 6, here we go. Okay, number 6. You can take some of your profit when you buy, and that helps maintain your cash flow. So what you might do is you're funding the purchase of the property and you're funding the rehab of the property. So when you do that, it's really important that, say you need $2,000 from that, you overfund the property because you need to pay yourself for setting up the deal. Because you should always pay yourself for the work that you do. That's really important to do. So, that's part of the profit in the deal is when you pay yourself. So you might need $2,000 to start or whatever it is. It just helps you maintain your cash flow. All right, number 7. Here we go. Number 7. Who's going to put number 7 in the chat? Instagram, Periscope. There we go. All right, number 7. Number 7. Lenders are flexible and will change the terms if necessary. This definitely helps you in downturns or when you get into a tough spot on that property. Say you have to evict a tenant and the person moves out, you can ask for a postponement of the payment. You can add another payment onto the end of the term until you get that property back going again. That's not going to work with the banks, guys. No bank's going to do that. You got to pay every month no matter what's happening with the property. When there's a downturn in the economy, sometimes you have to lower the rents, and you can negotiate with the lender to change the payment process or add a couple payments onto the end of the note, whatever you need to do to catch up during those downturns and tough spots. So that is an advantage there. Let's go with number 8. Number 8. Ready for number 8. Here we go. Number 8. You can make offers with confidence. It's easy for you to make an offer on a property if you know that the money is ready for you to close. So you can make offers on properties knowing that you don't have to search around for the money because you already have the lenders lined up ready to go, and they're going to just fund the next deal that you come up with. So this helps you in making deals and being confident and being quick and closing fast. So it's definitely good to know that the money's ready for you there. All right, number 9. Here we go with number 9. What is the 9th top reason that you want to have private lenders? All right, guys, you ready? You ready? Here we go. You can offer a quick closing. So this follows on with the reason I just talked about. When you can offer a quick closing, it puts you above your competition, way above, because they may be scrambling to go get the money after they make an offer and you don't. So you can say, yep, we'll close next week, no problem. It's usually, sometimes it's the seller who delays it because they have paperwork or things to do to get it going. But your money's ready to be wired directly into escrow. All right, number 10, we have one more reason. Fast escrow. Excellent. Yes, that is the reason. Thank you for putting that in the Periscope chat. We're getting ready for number 10. If anyone's still on the Instagram stream, go ahead and put number 10 in the comments. Excellent, excellent. All right, now the number 10 reason is there are no junk fees. What are junk fees? Underwriting fees, application fees, remodel inspection fees that sometimes come with hard money lenders, a funding fee that comes from a hard money lender, and then a draw fee from a hard money lender. So that's something that is not really on a bank loan, but if any of you have had hard money loans, they do have remodel fees, funding fees, and draw fees. So the remodel inspection fee is they're only going to give you a third of the money each time, and they have to send someone out to make sure you did the work on the first third before they'll give you the second money. Sometimes they just charge a funding fee to send you the money, which is separate from your application fee, and which is separate from your underwriting fee, which is where they examine to see if you're a worthy candidate. And then the draw fee is just when they send you the money, for the next draw on each remodel. When they do the remodel inspection, they'll charge you to send the money for the next time. So it's very complicated. I call these all junk fees. And these cost you thousands of dollars because each one is usually $495, $595, $695. It could be anything in that range. And you add those up and your hard money lender is making, thousands of dollars in junk fees. So no junk fees with a private lender. That's an excellent reason to have one. All right, so let's summarize this. Let's go on here. So what you've been looking at is a big remodel that we did last year up in Sacramento, California. And what I wanted to do was come and ask you a question in the chat. Put in which 2 rooms sell the house. Okay, and most real estate agents know this, but if you're a rehabber, you're trying to get into real estate investing, you might not know which 2 rooms sell the house. You can put those in the chat if you're on Instagram, or put those in the chat if you are on Periscope. And I can't see any chat on YouTube Live. I've got to get a chat thing going so I can, let's see if I can pull up a chat box here. I'm going to pull up this chat link here and see if there's any other chatting going on. Just launch that chat because now we're going to check on if there's any chats going on here. Hopefully that doesn't make a background noise for you guys. I just have to make it really small on my screen so I have room to see everything else. So pardon me while I do that. back over here. Okay, good, good. There we go. I needed to see how the stream was going. Okay, great. I don't think YouTube ever connected because it still says it's trying to connect. So that will be a technical glitch we will take care of on the next broadcast. All right, so which two rooms sell the house? The kitchen and the master bath. All right, so what I've showed you are the kitchen and master bath of this house that we did a remodel on. And now I'm just going to show you the rest of the house as we go through and quickly just to see, since you're curious about that, and then we'll talk about how you can find your own private lenders. So this is the living room, and if you keep historic features, it definitely helps and adds character to the house. So in this case, we kept the fireplace, the bookcase, and that bench over on the side. Those are all part of the original house. Everything else is completely new. So with the windows, we had to keep the same style of the windows. You notice there's the little squares in the window. And that is set for the historic period of the house. This was actually in an historic district in Sacramento. So they actually told us we had to do that, but we would have done it anyway because we just wanted to make the house, you know, fit in with the neighborhood and look like the 1940s when the house was done. Staging is key to selling a higher end home. So this house was completely staged. Every room was staged. When we do sort of a basic starter home, we stage the living room and the master bedroom, and then we put a few things in the bathroom. So staging is really important. And professional photos, and they show up the best online. So it's really worth the money to hire a professional photographer if you want to get that done. So, and let's see what's next. So let's go on to the private lenders. How do we find these private lenders? This is actually a picture of the bedroom, which I didn't show you before. And you can see from there how it transitions into the bathroom in the right. Underneath the S, where it says private lenders, you can see that. So how do we find those private lenders? So one thing I've noticed from all the real estate investors that I talk to that don't have their own private lenders, talking to them is really a mystery. And so what I did was put together a 7-day challenge, and the solution is this challenge game that I'm going to introduce to you that you guys get to play with me and with other investors to figure out why it's such a mystery and how to solve the problem of talking to private lenders. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to introduce you to just how you can sign up for the game, because I want everyone to be successful in having private lenders. It's really important that you can get private lenders. I've raised over $2 million in private funds for our projects, and it's just helped my real estate business move along very quickly. And I know that I can go buy a deal when I need to and keep it as a rental. I can use it in flips and things like that. So I'm going to teach you guys what I know about approaching people and how to make people feel comfortable being private lenders with you. So let me go back here and go to the sign-up sheet. So this is the sign-up that I have for the Funding Mystery Challenge, and it's really a game that we play, and it's also connected to Facebook. You don't have to be in a Facebook group to do it, but that definitely helps. So it's a 7-day free game called the Funding Mystery Challenge, and you would learn how to find private lenders to fund your real estate deals. You can sign up. It starts today, or it starts whenever you sign up. So it's an ongoing game that we're going to be, I haven't really played it for the last few months, so I'm starting to put more people into the game, and we're all going to be in there together. So you just put in your name and your email, and every day you will get, for the next 7 days, you'll get an email, and it will have a lesson on what to do, who to talk with, and what to say to them. Once you have that, you also get a check. So you get a check in your email. It's not negotiable at the bank, but it is a check showing you how much money you received from a private lender that day. So the fun part about the game is that the amount of money you receive doubles every day. We start at $20,000, so you guys that are quick in math, you can put in the chat Where do you think we're at after 7 days? We start with 20,000. That's the beginning, the first day of the challenge. And every day the check doubles. So what you do is follow the lesson, talk to your private lender, your people that I'm telling you to approach, and you'll get more and more comfortable as the week goes on, figuring out how to approach private lenders. And then each day you get a check as a reward with the amount of money, and it's doubling each day throughout the week. So if you want to sign up, there's the website up above there. It's called the fundingchallenge.smartmember, because that we'll all be together in a membership site, and that's where the lessons are, /sign up. So fundingchallenge.smartmember.com/sign up. And I'm going to take you over now and just show you where that is. Okay, I'm going to show you the lessons. It's going to take a minute to load. So because I'm loading here, this is the website. So if you sign up, you're going to be brought to this members area, and you're going to have those lessons, as well as if you sign up for the Facebook group. And you can see on the right, I kind of put the Facebook group there, took out people's names, of course, and you will see this check every day for the next 7 days. And then you go to the Facebook group and you post that you got the check, how much it was for, and what you're going to do with it. So it gets you creative about at 20,000, you're going to use it for rehab, or you're going to use it as a down payment. So you get to be creative and interact with other players in the game as to how you're going to use the money once you get it. So I'm going to switch over and show you a little bit about the lessons kind of behind the scenes. Let's go over to the websites. Okay, so we're gonna move off of my website. I'll show you if you want to connect with me later. Also, you can go to Wise Wealth University on Facebook, but the game is played on its own separate site, and you'll get a link for that when you sign up for the game. So the site looks like this. You'll be brought to a welcome page, and there's a sign up link if you are not on it. And once you log in, here's your lessons, okay? So there's 10 lessons. There's 2 videos at the beginning, and those videos are kind of an overview of real estate investing, the 10 steps to becoming a real estate investor, and 5 keys to unlock your real estate investing matrix, and let you know what's the best area for you to start in for real estate. So that's just some fundamentals for people that are new to the game, that are actually new in real estate. You're definitely all new to the game. So here's the lessons. They're in 4 modules. So lesson 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and 7 and 8. And then there's a webinar after the last day to kind of summarize and talk to you guys about what you learned while you were in the game. So it's all in this membership area, and we do have customer support. If you click on that, I will get an email that you're having trouble with one of the lessons. You also get these as an email as well. So every day there's a lesson and an email. Let me just click on the first lesson, so you'll see what it looks like inside. So yeah, each day you'll get this lesson, and I'm giving you a script, and the script tells you exactly what to say when you meet people who are potential private lenders, and then you get your check at the end. And we encourage you then, after you do that, to join the Facebook group and tell us what you're going to do with the check. There's 2 questions that you have to answer for each check every day. Where did the funds come from? Who did you borrow them from or partner with? And what kind of a deal will you do with these funds? So we like you to describe it in detail, because the details help you visualize how this is working in your real estate business, and it helps it become more real in your mind. So this is all about changing your mindset, and each of the lessons will change your mindset on how you approach private lenders. And that's really what I designed the course for, because I found that a lot of my coaching students had a lot of trouble trying to figure out how to talk to private lenders, and they were really nervous about it, and they just would just avoid doing it. So I'm trying to break the ice for you there. There's also 2 downloads in the course. One is an ebook on private lending, which just kind of summarizes what you'll be doing. So there's an ebook there. And then this real estate investor matrix that gets you to assess the skills that you have and how to use those skills in your real estate business. So those are 2 other resources in the course for you. So this is an entirely free membership site that I created for you guys, for my students. And I would just love to have you join us and play the game. We're going to be playing the game kind of continuously for the next couple weeks. So, if you're busy with work or relatives and you want to jump in later, that's perfectly fine. We're just going to have a lot of people playing the game at the same time. So that's how the site works, and that's what you'll do once you go back. Let me pull this up here. So if you want to sign up, it's called fundingchallenge.smartmember.com/signup1. And if you're on Periscope, if you could type that in to the chat, if someone can type it in, that would be wonderful, because that'll just show everybody else, where they can go with an actual direct link. So I'm going to have some people go ahead and do that for me while I continue, going forward. So this is Friday. I know it's Friday night for most of you. So I'm just going to let you know what I'm going to talk about on Monday. We're still going to be playing the game, but on Monday's broadcast, I'm going to be talking to you. It's called Marketing Monday, and I'm going to talk to you about how to figure out the best markets to invest in real estate. Because a lot of you, I know, live in fairly high-priced areas, and it's very hard to figure out what's the best market to work in. So what I did was analyze a bunch of the markets across the country in the U.S., and I'm going to give you that analysis. Now, I've done this before, and I use the data that come from the mortgage industry, and it's called Magic. You can go to that site yourself, MGIC, and they publish a market trend analysis every quarter. And I did this. I did a review of this market trend back, I think, in the spring, and I used the data from January. In Mondays, and that's what I do. I do an analysis, and I tell you what the best markets are. So on Monday, I'm going to talk about the best markets from July, and I'm going to tell you the differences and how everything has changed from, not everything, but there's a few more markets that you could go into, and I'm going to talk about market trends and where we are in the market cycle, and where is a good time to invest, and where we are in the cycle. We're fairly near the peak, and I'll tell you why, and I'll show you the data that show that. I mean, this is a very long report. It's about 72 pages long, and it shows, year over year home sales, all types of things about the U.S. markets, and each individual city has its own report besides the ones that are national. So I'll go over that on the Monday training. I'll be doing that as well on Instagram, Periscope, and if I can get the YouTube live to work, we'll do that as well. So I just wanted to go back and remind you, go ahead and sign up for the mystery challenge. And I hope someone can type that into the chat for me. I will type it in the Instagram one when we're done, so you see that. I'd love to have you sign up and join me. It's going to be great fun. I'm going to be in there in the Facebook group, interacting with you and helping you find your own private lenders, because this is a really key thing to do in real estate, to find your own private lenders. I'm going to close out and say, if you follow me at Pink Professor on Twitter, you get to see announcements about my any of my broadcasts that I'm doing. So you can follow me there. I'm at Pink Professor, Twitter and Periscope. That's where you would see that. And then let's go to where I am as well. I'm at Wise Wealth University. It's kind of cut out there on the picture, but Wise Wealth University. on YouTube as well as on Facebook. And you can follow me there for updates on some of the trainings that I do. So let me go back to. All right, guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and type those in the Periscope chat, and I'll take a look at them. I've got my iPad here. Of course, it's pink, so I've got the pink the iPad with the chat on, so I can check there, and I will type in the domain name for the challenge in the Instagram account as well. And hopefully by Monday, I'll have figured out how to get the YouTube Live to work too. So thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate you guys being here. Tap some hearts as you leave, and I appreciate it. Go ahead and follow my Periscope channel. And thank you to the replay viewers for coming in and watching. So I hope you guys all have a great night. Sign up for the challenge, and you'll be able to find your own private lenders. Good night, guys. Thanks so much.